Hello deep divers, welcome to my channel. welcome deep divers, welcome to this space again, guys. I'm so excited to be here as usual, and thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for the comments. That's my favorite that's my favorite part, just reading your comments and engaging with you guys in the comment section. That makes my day, and just hearing your thoughts and your views on the whole situation. So thank you so much for your engagement, guys. If you are not yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and please hit the notification bell. Even if you are already subscribed, just check, because you might miss when I upload, and I don't want that to happen. So yeah, guys, okay, I'm gonna start with some housekeeping. Okay, first of all, guys, I am now a YouTube partner. Thank you so much. Thanks to you. So what that entails is that I can now have a YouTube shop. So if you don't know me, I am an entrepreneur. I make herbal tinctures, I make jewelry, I make a lot of things, and all those things will very soon be available in my shop. Maybe when this video goes up, actually my shop will be up as well, and you'll be able to see them like at the bottom. And that's how you can support me if you are able to, guys. Okay, and also I'm going to be launching my channel memberships. So I'm gonna continue posting content here for everybody to consume and enjoy, but I'm thinking of like having a special little corner for my members. So it's only from 20 Rand that you can join and get to be part of that community and get that content that not everybody is going to consume. Also, sometimes I will post content for members before posting it for everybody else, so you can get all those perks, all those benefits. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for your support, and please continue to watch this channel. Let us go back to the aftermath. Guys, I have a big surprise, but it's not gonna come today. And you know, I can't share things now because there's this person who's watching me who's gonna run with it. But there is a big surprise that's coming, so just in future. Okay, sorry that I'm teasing in this way. Okay, let us go back to the party planning group, guys. Okay, so today on the party planning group, the date is the 16th of June. Okay, so keep the timeline. Okay, so what happened with Ginewa has happened. Avia has come forward to state her case, to say this is what happened to her. You know, apart from people assuming that she's part of the investment, she has said that she was not. She has said that she was just an employee. She hadn't known Gogo that long. They really were not as close as we thought that they were. This is what she said. Okay, Tina Gogo was painting a different picture to us. So guys, we will never know the truth at this time unless I've Gogo. Yeah, guys, what's some lindi guys, as much as I'm, but nonetheless, we will never know what the truth is. What we know so far is that Avia is saying that actually this was not a friend of mine, this was employment, and I also lost lots of money because I also invested. And you know what, guys, okay, so here we are now on the 16th of June. Somebody says, guys, please, what happened to the Dini saga? Is she still around, or we really got scammed again? It's like I'm in a movie. This is what somebody's saying. Somebody says she left the group at 11:13. So people were still talking here, thinking that Dini is still part of the group. She left the group. Yo guys, I wish we didn't know film, but so usually when I'm trying to film, people are making noise. I can never really find a quiet space anyway. So this is not intentional. To those of you that always remind me that it's noisy, I ain't got my mom, guys. That always okay. So somebody says she's with a crying face and like stress. Muti played a big role. Somebody says, I have never felt so stupid. Guys, you're not stupid. But yeah, you're not stupid. From my observation, from what I've seen, and Namjajas, I'm not stupid, but also just from what I've seen, it's almost like Nyani, people were under some cloud. You know, there were people though that were not. There were people that were thinking that they're acting from being smart. And they don't know who they are dealing with. Okay. Somebody says horror movie. Somebody says, yeah, that's Gogo for you. Okay. Okay, somebody says, those who can, let's pray for each other. For it, yeah. Let's pray for each other. Check up on each other and find healing. I have been failing to pray as usual. Sleepless nights and worry every day since the 13th of April. But all will be well, good people. God loves us. Yeah. Okay, somebody says, I think serious rituals were performed upon our names. Serious. Okay. Somebody says, Avia, I think we are free now. Also by venting, we are family. I think don't ever feel isolated now. We all got our lesson in a hard way, though. Okay, let's listen to this voice note.
Mabi. You know, people, we used to feel special. We would say, hey, Gogo was speaking to me on the side. She's taking me seriously. Gandion, Gogo is asking money from everyone. As long as you have invested more than 100K, she will come and ask you money. I mean, even this thing of this person that she wanted this person to commit fraud at work. But whom? And I just had a call now with somebody else that, you know what, I don't like talking on the road, blah, blah. So, Mina, I invested in February, I invested 500 and something. Okay, this person never even paid me once. And she had the audacity to call me on the side and say, give me 7,000, I want to push investment, give me this much. And the first time she did give her 7,000. And then later she said, I want to push this investment, give me, I don't know how much, what it was, 100 or 2. And then the lady just said, no, all my money is tied up with you, with the investment. So what I'm trying to say is, we thought that, hey, we are special. She talked to us. She was using us, Shane. She was using us to get money. She was desperate. She lived a very, who goes and sell a house in Secunda and take that money and put a deposit for a rental in something just for a lifestyle?
Guys, that was KBW. Okay, I feel like I need to tell you. That was one of the people that strongly believed in Gogo. If you looked from the outside, you were going to think that she knows Gogo personally, they are close. But it turns out, nobody was really close with Gogo Manzini. And these people were unknowingly, I guess, working for Gogo Manzini because they were pushing other people to invest. They were giving testimonies. People were saying that they were paid millions. But now, nobody says that. Everybody seems to have not been paid. But all the time, we're being told that people are getting paid. We know of a few Manzini millionaires. Okay, let's carry on. Somebody says, guys, Manzini had a casting agency. What happened to it? Somebody responding to the message that said, we had some rituals were performed upon our names. So the person responds and says, true, because there were times we had sleepless nights and we get up and pray about it immediately. Somebody says, God, where is all the money? Will a bank statement help us maybe so that we check where she spent it all? And guys, to be honest, I know that she was like taking money, giving it to another person, taking money. That's what now we are coming to the conclusion of. But likhona ixesha apho ipayments ziyekile abantu besayifaka imali. We have like andiyazi This is just me making, like, I feel like there was a time when payments had stopped and she was not paying anybody, but she was receiving money. What happened to that money? What happened to that money? That's what people want to know. Because the money did not vanish out of thin air. Okay. Somebody says, don't go down that rabbit hole, you will kill yourself with stress. And somebody is responding to that initial message, KBW. Uti, yeah, he liked those big investors. Auntie, I have my people, I can even name them. I have my people, I can even count them in this hand. Which was a lie, obviously, which was a lie. And then KBW said yes. Like I said, Mina, I was her playground. Somebody says, Tata lendo ayinabangozi. Kodwa mase ihamba idla kwasani. Lots of people believe that ugogo bulewe isithwalo. And guess she used to always say that esakhe isithwalo asinabungozi. Esakhe isithwalo si clean ngoba yena uthanda izinto ezi clean. Gogo Manzini, guys. Yo, what a character. To be honest, guys, you know what would make me happy? Is if this person is alive. Because, guys, she must answer. Short left. That one was the biggest, like, reverse. Uno reverse. We had never expected that one. Even myself, I did not expect it. Because if you remember, I started making this series while she was alive. I was thinking to myself, no, man, this person must be exposed. This person must pay people's monies. Okay, let's continue. So somebody responding to KBW says, I thought you knew her better. I thought you guys were special in such a way that you also knew where money was invested. That's what I thought. Based on how people were behaving, they were behaving like there's something that they know that the rest of us don't know, right? I mean, this other day, even Gogo said Lira is her daughter-in-law. Yeah. So uthi lo muntu kanti yo he was heartless even kusihle ayibo. Okay, let's play this voice note.
That's my people, anyone you think I'm one of those people. I'm so special, part of the winning team. It means she was asking everyone in the winning team the money. Everyone. Gogo Manzini, you got Manani privately.
Okay. So somebody responding to this voice note says, you've been through a lot. She had no shame, Manzini. He benefited, he was living a luxury while it lasted. And then somebody says, do you know how much she made from the 2.5K we paid? Unbelievable. Yo, Lobuti, I can't. This is in reference to the 2.5s that people were paying to join the winning team. Because abantu who did not get to go to the dinner where DJ Sbu was a guest, I don't know what he was saying, we still don't know till today. Only the people that were there know. But from that dinner, if you then couldn't, like if you had not been there, and you're like, I'm 100% special, I'm 70%, then you would pay 2.5 to join that. So that's what this person is talking about. Imagine how many 2.5s, because 2.5K, why is it my straight at banking? So you were not paying that on the investment account. Okay. So this person says we paid for everything, phones, I guess, but and then the person is responding to the person saying, you know how much of the 2.5s you paid. So somebody is asking now, what happened to Malema? I guess Malema has been quiet. Yeah, well. Actually, he's around, he's busy. Okay. So, I guess I'm wrong about Umgidi, guys. Because apparently there was an Utilomdu. Yo, do you remember Umgidi? Maybe bekuhlatyelwa thina ukuthi sibe dum. There was a time. I remember now. Yes, oh my goodness. perhaps we will go back and read about that as well. There was a time when Gogo said she's doing a thing and people can give her money and she'll write their names down and she's gonna throw a thing for the gods, like a party for the gods, and people Nyange were sending her money. Guys, I did not send that money. Yeah, guys, I did not send that money. Shem, I did not join Leo into. I don't want to lie to you. As far as Gogo Manzini is concerned, guys, even my partner would attest to this. So I do believe in sangomas, but I'm also in a belief that we have a lot of scammers out there. As Sangoma, whoever. I really liked her, but I would always say I would buy a product from her, but I don't think I would ever go to her and consult. I just don't feel like our energies would gel in consultation, and this is something I would always say. In fact, I don't really consult sangomas like that. But I used to say, if I ever felt it would not be her, and I don't know why. This message is now, I don't know where they come from when I get a certain intuition and a feeling about something, but I always make sure that I follow my intuition. So, and yes, guys, till this day, I don't know if she was a true inyanga. A lot of people are attesting uba wabasita gogo. So, mhlambe bekakhona labasita khona wabagrade asat. Okay. Let's continue. Okay, somebody says he was just enjoying that fake sebunu. Can you guess who said this? It's Lira. Do you know what my biggest, what I wish would happen? I wish all the people, especially the people that were big players, the people that we thought but they actually know what's going on, they're in the inner circle and whatnot. I wish we could have a sit down together with those people and talk about it. I feel like there's a lot that could come. I have some questions till this day for some of those people, but also maybe there's things that they want to tell us that they haven't told us. I don't know. Okay, so again, Brian was just enjoying that fake sebunu that was made with our monies. I don't even think he knows how to write. Somebody says, I wouldn't be surprised. Guys, the only reason I believe Manzini gave me my money back is because of the type of English I was sending her. She hadn't responded and she just said, okay, I will send, and 2 hours later she did. Oh, okay. Let's carry on. Somebody says she used to get intimidated easily when you come with proof. Get straight to the point. Attack her when it's unexpected.
I just wonder if had everyone said, okay, we're not reinvesting, give us our monies without interest, the way she was suggesting. I wonder how she was going to pull through, because she was just lying, giving people false hope, making it seem like everything is fine.
Oh no, when it comes to this, she actually was not living up to that promise. She was like Dini. Remember, Dini was like, if everybody wants a refund, I can do it. As soon as people wanted the refund, she refunded 2. That's 2 that I noted. She might have refunded some and not come forward and say, this is who I'm refunding. But to get to us, she brought 2 people. And 1 person confirmed and said, yes, I received my money, thank you. But ugogo naye wasivezela i-screenshot somuntu athi lo muntu becela imali yakhe nicely so. Wamnika lo muntu, but ukhona umuntu endimaziyo wafunayo immediately after wangayinikwa eyakhe. Uyayiva ke ngoku? Okay. Also kukho umuntu othi apha, but she had a degree. Guys, le degree is suspect. I'm telling you, I distinctly remember Gogo Manzini saying she studied IT. But then I also remember this one time when she says, as uneducated as I am. I distinctly remember those 2 things. I'm holding them here. And I'm like, and the mask, but in the Amkimula is Tiena, Ufundeka Kuluyen. I think yes. Kodwa ngenye imini isithi, as uneducated as I am, look at me, the cars I'm driving, the house I live in, etc. So yeah, uyazi mawukhuluma amanga kakhulu uze uwakhohlwa amanga akho. So I think that's what was happening with her. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Somebody says, Kanti, who's using Gogo's number because she's online? And then athi omnye ngumkhulu, Brian. Somebody says he learned a lot. Certain herbs were prepared by him. Okay, let's see what this one is saying.
And he posted, guys. He posted like for real. He posted. He said he's going to take over where the wife left. So, meaning he's going to continue with the multi business. Mind you, that time the person had to ask. They didn't initiate feedback for those people. But maybe Umuti, he will give them the right motive because Umuti, he knows it too.
This is what I was saying now, but I felt like I could order a product because imithi iyafana, guys. Uyabona, iyafana imithi, uyaziwa umuntu osiza kulena into nosiza sangomazi use all the same muthi. So ordering a product like at the shop saying ngicela isiwasho umuntu asending Korea, that's different than you sitting with a person trusting that they really can see what you do not see. Okay, so somebody says, guys, Manzini had a casting agent. What happened to it? Avia responds and says nothing. She only sent out 3 audition alerts and nothing came of it. Somebody is asking, Dini left both groups, and the answer is yes. So Dini left this group, party planning, and she left the group that she had created, the Investigate Manzini. Boom, gone, vanished. Avia, do you think by any chance we can get our monies back if we were to go a legal way? And please be honest. Avia has not responded yet to this. And then somebody says, Avia, come heal with us. At first, I thought you were part of this. It's hard to know who was a part of it, who wasn't. Apparently, Gogo Manzini was acting alone now, according to everybody all up. Nobody knows anything. It was just her one-man job. Asas. Okay. Now, Lira here is forwarding messages from Gogo Manzini that were sent to her. Okay. Now, this message it's not a screenshot, but I do believe that so Miss Gogo Manzini is saying to Lira, the last money you gave us was 990k. You took 30,000. I gave you 20,000 just recently.
So now that you gave it to the lawyers, let's communicate through them, not together. Not together. Right? So you gave your lawyer, so whatever that you gave her, I'm going to deal with it that way, with him or with whatever way. Let's stop doing it together. Let's do it legally. My legal way, your legal way. Thank you so much. Let's stop communicating, me and you. We'll communicate through him or through, you will communicate through him, I'll communicate through whatever I communicate through, or him or anything. But let's take it your way. Thank you so much.
Anything. Okay, let's continue. Somebody says the panic in the voice. Goga busy party. Let's bring it there. But bye panic. And now, okay. So Avia now is responding to that person who says, do you think we can get our monies in a legal way? And she says, from what I have heard, Nati Aguna Nix. And then somebody says, we're not Uti when. Excuse. Okay, somebody says, remember 80% of celebrities claim to have bought Gucci and designer clothes only to find out it is fake. Can you really buy a 70k bag in the right state of mind? This beats me. Okay. Somebody says, okay, Avia now is responding to the person who's saying, we're not Uti. Avia says, if you can trace any of the assets, why not? But yeah, I think, okay, somebody says, any policies maybe. And then Avia says, I was thinking that too. But after seeing umngcwabo ngathi vele ikati ilele eziko. Okay. Now Lira is forwarding another message. This message says, give me the company name and the person in charge so that I do a ritual for you, so it's on hold until we are sorted. I don't know what it is. Asiyazi bangani company name yakhe izawube inikezwa and the person in charge kwenziwe i-ritual ibe on hold into Thixo rebuke. Guys, pray for yourselves. Rebuke. Okay. After Gogo withdrew that 4 million, where did he take it to? That's where we need to find out. He just blew it just like that. It doesn't make sense. Ubunjani umngcwabo? Somebody says, but it said that she rented most of her things, Mos. Somebody says, maybe Brian has not cashed out, referring to the policies. Maybe he wanna chow it by himself.
Mwananga, you didn't remind me that today is a holiday. And ABSA, they only allow you to send 25,000 for immediate. And if we do normal payment, we usually told about after 2-3 days. Okay. I think we should just rather do everything in the morning. I just checked now. Holiday, holiday, so yeah. I don't know what you think.
Well, what can she think? Okay. This is a voice note that Gogo sent to Lira. Lira is forwarding it here. Auntie, you guys have so much. You were inboxed left and right and sent. Auntie, he had answers for everything.
I was just saying where the money went to. That 4 million, I remember she kept on saying, no, I've got 4 million, I've got 4 million, 4 million, 4 million, So I know that the following day after that 4 million, it was in her account. She paid Isabella 1.4 million. She paid Nozu, the person by the name of Nozuko, yeah. And then she paid a couple of people. I remember the other one was 300 and something. And 200 is 85 or 75. I remember I calculated the money, and the money it came to almost 4 million. But I was under the impression that even Lira was paid 1.4. But I later found out that Lira was not paid. So I don't know what did she do with that 1.4. But she paid people. So hence I'm saying, you know what? She meant well, but things just went south. And maybe she went on a spending spree, thinking that the money's gonna keep on coming, and then the money stopped, or people they robbed her. I just don't know. But she was always stressing of paying people. That one I know for a fact. Because this is the thing that made her to kill herself. Because if you don't mind and you want to be a scammer, she could have left the country or just stopped paying us. But she was panicking of paying people.
Hey, kona nam ndisibuza kazi ba ebengene into losisi. Ebengene into ebeyiqalelani lento. Because ihlobo wayeqala ngalo, wayeqala ngeconfidence. Exoka esithi une guaranteed thing, this and that. So, dimane ndisibuza namba. Sisi, why did you do it? Why did you start it? Because I don't know if she meant well or if she was greedy, guys, to be honest. Let me just be honest now, you know. I've been trying so much to find empathy for her, to find empathy for all the other people that were acting like big shots, but who also were apparently getting scammed. But at the same time, ndiyazibuza lo muntu lona ebenomzi wakhe omkhulu ebesebenza ezinyanga abantu bebemthemba bembhatala imali ezinkulu. Why couldn't she just have that and have that be enough? She's dabbling in business after business. I-perfume business yaphelela lapha. I-agency nansi kuthiwa yabantu possibly too, but not really. So yeah, Nkosi yami. Okay, now Avia is responding now to talk about the 4 million. Utu Avia, that 4 million, badala abanye abantu. There was a lady who withdrew about 1.7 million in investments. And her kids also withdrew their investments. We used the rest of the money to pay some people. She did that when she came back from her first trip to Mozambique. Yeah. Okay, somebody says, maybe we should open a case. Then Avia will be a spokesperson. Ngani, she was Gogo's PA. She will give out all the documents, including bank statements, everything, and the records. Okay. Now, Lira is posting a screenshot. She says this was on the 29th of April. So this was a month after things had already been going south. Because in my opinion, things started going south end of March. Okay. So, how much do you need for now? I do not have the full amount at all, dear. I'm still waiting for funds too. Please work with me. And then sends that prayerful emoji. You can start with the 60k investment. There's a big one that I'm still waiting for. Yeah, and Lira says, I need... I'm only laughing because these amounts, guys, they are shocking. She says, I need 500,000 rand as soon as yesterday. A lot is suspended. And then Gogo says, now accept the 60,000. Imagine, only 500,000. Only 500,000. When I uti magabe enyamezela. Magabe enyamezela athathe 60k. Ati, I'm still on the wait, please. Then I'll keep sending as days go. My aim is to give you the full 2 million. I'm shocking. This game will be response yake Ulira. What to respond to the iti. Glanda iti, can I start with the 60k investment? Don't respond to the yake into 29 April. Okay, so this is a response to the person otima kufulwe case ni. Uthi lona kuyafana uzuthola everything that she owns. Maybe there was going to be a continuation. Okay, somebody's saying, why people with big amounts were paid, but Tina with 7.5 and 10,000 were not paid? Because people tried to advise on that. I mean, why paying big amounts, whereas Tina Sinema Ghana were not paid? Avia, couldn't you advise her on that at least? Paying 5 people instead of paying 200 people. And those with big amounts, at least pay half of it in the meantime. And then this lady says, responding to that message, Yoba, abantu bebe, what was Gogo gonna say if people were saying, give us our money without interest, give us our money without interest? I asked for mine without interest actually. I was asking for less than what I invested, and he did not even respond. Someone says, thanks for the clarity, Avia. Oh, we are pendula ke ngoku lo muntu ba ugogo bethina abhatala abantu banemali ezinkulu. Uthi lo muntu maybe because they would reinvest. Maybe nyani ke strategy eso. Mandinike lo muntu 1 million yakhe aphinda ayibuyise. Then ke mina ndizawuphinde ke ngoku oh my god, I can't imagine stressing myself this much for what? Kusiza, ngifuna ukusiza. You know, mina ngifuna ukumsiza guys, and lento lena niyazi ukuthi mina ugogo uyaziphilela. Yo, yakhe. Somebody says, Kanti, why did he not eat the 10% only? Because it was a lot of money. The 10% was a lot. Because, guys, ukhona umuntu beyicacisile apha kahle into ye-pyramid scheme. And guys, unfortunately, people did not know that. Abanye abantu did not know this was a pyramid scheme. The people that came out and said, yeah, I knew for sure. Mna guys, bendinayo into ethi mhlambe lo muntu uyatrade nyani. Mhlambe but ngingamthembanga lo mhlobo bani kade ndifaka imali ezinkulu kakhulu of which ke irrelative into yoba imali enkulu imali emntwini yo. Okay, now uthi uLira uphendula laa mntu usithi wakubhatalwa abantu abane-big amounts abane-small amounts bengekabhatali. Uthi omnye you were complying, you were too quiet, you were too chilled, you were cooperating, believing in her. Kutsho uLira. Nawe Lira kodwa sis. Okay. Somebody says to think I got uthi umntu I think he got scammed and he couldn't even share to his husband. Uthetha ngogogo ke. And then okay, was there ever a list of people and what they are owed, or Gogo was just saying so? And I wonder how much was owed to. So Lira is forwarding other messages from Gogo. Hi, hope you're good. Konje, how much is due to you? I received all your messages from the other group. We'll have to pay you, and this will be the end of the road for us, unfortunately. You are doing on Monday, not even now, but you are busy talking limit nonsense about me. Even if I'm not in the groups, I know what goes on there. Kinga nasisi. Do send me your man's details. I'll make sure you get your money on Monday. Thanks. Free advice to you, my dear. Don't be too kind when it comes to money. Remole if I'm saying more. Aibo. What does that mean? I was like warning Lira about herself. She was like a bit too loose about your money. This is real life. I know I have to read that again. Free advice to you, my dear. And these are exclamations. I want to let me message Lena. You're not a balloon, Miss Lira. In a traits wake. Lama traits wake la at exclamation. But you which is we are going to free advice to you, my dear. Don't be too kind when it comes to money. Remole if I'm saying more. Okay. And then Gogo says we'll be sending your money for your husband. Ne? Ask him not to reinvest. Please kindly exit all my groups. While waiting, I'll send you maybe 20k from my pocket. Ngikupe free to get something. But Jay, I'm still waiting. The minute it reflects, you will get it. Remember, yours is higher. Okay, upendula London. Okay, everyone is under the impression that yes, Gogo bekabhadala abantu labanemali eningi ngoba bekabona ukuthi bona those are the people that are going to invest. Okay, so then somebody posts a video posted by Brian of the funeral. You know, little flower arrangement, little stone next to it, picture. It's actually one of my thumbnails. Okay. Somebody's like, the fact that he was gay and wanting to talk to your husband, it was a sign of disrespect. No, I don't think he was saying you talk to your husband. Tell him not to reinvest. He never said I want to talk to your husband. Not that I had. So nango omnye ati abamina Lira, I thought you and Raymond were best friends. The way the ubukali on the birthday group, nyani telling us to K. I was shocked when this was happening to you. Yeah, Nama was shocked. That time when Lira Baba Kish, I was like, this. To be honest, guys, when that happened, and I was like, no, this is a lie. Remember, there was that one time when Lira was removed, and then now I was like, no, these are people are working together, and now the other person is getting removed. In my opinion, that's what I was thinking then. Before this information, before people were saying that, nah, they are old. These people, okay. Somebody says, hi, after seeing the burial thing that Brian posted, says, hi Bo, Tabo is still alive. There is no way he can be buried like a papa. True. When we saw that funeral, we were like, this is not standard. I send the live voice note ati nyamazi lo mntu ba standard sakhe sinjani, this and that. Yeah. Okay. So Avia says she did advise Gogo to pay abantu imali ezincinci, but Gogo said, imali yes. And then somebody says, Gogo said he's got money from ukuthi wena uthole umuthi for a man to look after you, but she was providing to her band 5. Let's see. Okay, somebody says this was not nice. Families are broken, lives are ruined. Okay. Somebody now talking to Avia says, did you ever get the funds that were contributed for you from us? Somebody says, good question. And Avia has not responded yet. I will tell you when she responds. So somebody says, we were left with explanations to our families. I don't even want to talk about my husband. I'm dead. Somebody says, yo sisi, I don't know how I'm going to pass the bridge. I have nothing to show for the money I took from our savings. The trust will be dented. Somebody says, being honest is the best policy. He will forgive you eventually. So somebody says, Brian was the one who was saying we should contribute more for the party as we're getting money. He even said they would cancel this thing and continue making the money themselves. So he really didn't know the operations. Let this girl cook. Okay, so this is a question to Avia. After Gogo's passing, you haven't had a moment with Brian to touch base on what's to happen to Manzini Investments. So far, what possible solutions or a way forward you guys have reached? Okay, somebody. So remember on the group, the day that Lira was removed with somebody called Kineliwe. And Kineliwe, what to Gogo for talking about my husband. So Utu Kineliwe, that's why I was removed from the group. Because I said, let's ask the husband about this delay when there was a backlog. As we need more staff for the surprise party. And I was in the party planning committee. I wish we had done that instead of sending screenshots to Manzini. Okay. So somebody's saying, just a question. I'm not trying to defend Aviana. Clearly Gogo made everyone a spinach that can't think. You were all in a cult and just followed and believed everything. And every time you thought differently than the rest, you would doubt yourself. Why do you think Avia was any different? I understand you think and hope she'll reveal some money stacked somewhere. I don't think so, Shem. We are just in denial and cannot easily accept that Gogo was broke. And then this person says, in fact, we were all, this person is Z, including myself. Okay, so, and then somebody says, I have a question for Avia. Who were the people she added to the group after Gogo's passing? And she said those people want to know about the funeral. Go by. And then somebody says, for some reason, I also kind of don't believe Manzini is dead. I'm sure you guys saw pictures of his funeral and I was like, they asked for donations. It felt and looked like a funeral of someone who stayed under the freeway bridge and some dirty streets. Sis? Yo. Okay. And then Z says, Gandhi EPI that everyone paid for. Was that not the first thing they were supposed to prove? Hence, people were rushed to pay before the funeral as PI, and as we're running out of time and they needed court order to go to the funeral parlor and see the body. Why are we still in doubt if she's still alive or dead? Gandhi, AMA 350 did not save one of their papers. Guys, let's rush, let's pay these people. It doesn't matter if everybody doesn't pay as long as ihlangana imali. our Jesus. So there was this one time when something was sent into the group, and I think it was sent by Avia, and then it was removed immediately. This thing, guys, this was supposedly list imfiliba ingabonakali kule nto bayintoni yafakwa yakhutshwa wathi ugogo la list yabantu ababhateleyo le ibifakwe pha, but I asked Avia to remove it because it's not clear, you won't see it. Don't post a list up and people are laughing saying, hey, since we're Opopai. That's the list of people who were paid. Like, really, I can't read anything. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, somebody says, no matter how much you have been spending to investment, knowing that you are not paid, still asking more money from the same people. So Avia is responding to the person who was saying, have you spoken to Brian? I haven't touched base with Brian about Manzini Investments. It's kind of obvious nothing is going to happen. I'm already back on Pinet looking for work. Okay, so Avia says she did not receive the money that was sent, which I did not receive it. If I had received it, I would have come to thank you. So did she say anything about it? Did you bother to ask her about it? Your salary, did you have any hiccups in regards to your salary? So Avia is responding to the people that she re-added on the group, which it was 2 investors that she knew and they invested a few times. So somebody says, yo, I contributed 500 for you. I like Gogo, it was a serious scam. People contributed money for Avia that she said she was going to give Avia because Avia was Caesar. I guys, Avia email. Somebody says I contributed 1K. Somebody says even me 500 rand. Okay. So somebody says, who was collecting the money? Kanen, Ukok or Ulir? It was Lira in the end. It was Lira in the end. Which I wonder. Okay, as I was saying, I feel like she got inspiration. This is my working theory, guys. Sometimes, guys, I'm like, no, she's really past. Sometimes I'm like, turbo best. So I'm thinking that she got inspiration when she went to take him. She was put under general anesthesia there. So then she was like, oh, this thing is not too bad. And then because if you are a millionaire, you can get a fraudulent doctor. Uvela uthi nje yatini ngijove bese sifonela owami afike apha andibone ndilele. Nini okanye lento yojova ikuBrian. Guys, this is me making things up. This is not true. I don't know the facts. I was not there. Do not quote me on this. This is my theories. Ndiyazenzela nje apha enhloko yethu. Mhlawumbe uBrian ebephethe umjovo lo amane emjova. Ngoba abantu bathi bambonile umzimba wakhe elele ku-coffin etente jovi. Avuke ngelo xesha avuka ngalo when the anesthesia wears off. Ugqirha amthi. Agqiba ayobonwa eHome Affairs. Ndiyadlala guys. Guys, that's just some things that run through my mind sometimes, okay? Okay, so now, guys, Avia is responding again. She says, she told me people were putting money together to invest for me. She told me there was a WhatsApp group dedicated to that. I never heard anything about it after. I wasn't going to ask about it when I knew people hadn't been paid. I thought Izovela when people got paid. I didn't get my last salary. Okay. And then KBW post the screenshots. Okay, Kala Apa eating KBW make the rehydration drink and also drink water. I don't know. athi omnye uyenza ama-spreadsheet ne athi yebo yes, and then a message now. I'm going to figure out who it's from. Sorry to bother you regarding this. Please advise what the status is with the money. Okay. Ku KBW buzu Gogo. Since Gogo ebethe uyenza ama-spreadsheets ane, I don't know. What yebo yes. So now I went on a spreadsheet. What in? Okay. Utim. Sorry to bother you regarding this. Please advise what the status is with the money. While I was able to cover my debit orders with the money I received, I'm still behind on other payment. I'm saying a lot. And then Gogo sent a screenshot. Oh, no. This lady sent the screenshot to Gogo saying, Abonisa guti une 700 rand a bank. Yeah. Guys, if you had 1 million in your bank and then next thing you have 700. And then, oh, okay, so this screenshot is apparently a message between Avia and Manzini. So it's Avia who is saying, sorry to bother you regarding this. Please advise what the status is with the money. While I was able to cover my debit orders with the money I received, I'm still behind other payments. I'm saying a lot. So, okay, now it makes sense. Nendo eating. We end up spreadsheets. It makes sense. Okay. Oh, sorry. I don't know how KBW got this screenshot between the conversation between Enogo. Maybe Avia send it as a. Yo. Okay. This person says, okay, thanks Avia. So it's stress for Gogo. And the dead end was end of May. Everything was falling apart. Last one, Avia, did you ask her about your May salary? If so, the convo, the office, do you know how long was the lease and if it was rented for the full period or not? Okay. Avia saying, I started in April. She asked me to set up an office where we were going to sell funeral insurance. I was engaging with insurance underwriters and brokers who could take Manzini Investments under their wing while registering for our own FSP license. She was also telling me there were monies coming and I should stand by to start paying people off. I was there April and May. Officing. Yeah, somebody says all the best Avia, actually stable jobs. So thank you. This is another screenshot. Let's see. Okay, so this is just Gogo saying, this is how you log an inquiry. Hi Gogo, my name is ... My account number is ... I paid on this ... day. I was supposed to get money izolo and I did not get my payment. So Gogo begati masifakwe kanje. And then Gogo was responding to this person, said, Kuyafana seyiphelile. I bought houses around Sentin today to rent out mina from my investment. I cashed out 65 million. Okay. Hi Gogo Licious, which account for the PA? Your personal account? This is money for the PA now. Capitec, great stuff. And then this person deposited 1,000 rand. This is KBW for the PA, guys. Yeah. So it's very clear now that lots of people were made fools, guys. So guys, if you join a pyramid scheme, don't recruit people. I mean, first of all, don't join a pyramid scheme. But obviously don't recruit people, because recruiting people makes you look like you are part of the pyramid scheme, like you know things that other people don't know. Don't be at the forefront of the thing, because you know more than you're saying this and that. Because now, when I started this series and I said there are people, there are characters, there are this, there are that. Mind you guys, when I started recording this series, this nigga fike up. It was these were the people now myself I was investigating, trying to figure out were they part of the pyramid scheme because of the things that were happening here, because of the things that they were saying, the monies that they were saying they were getting, how they were pushy to other people about investing. So not that I knew anything. But now as time is going, kuyabonakala uba wonke umuntu uthi uskenyiwe, akekho umuntu oyazi uba imali iphi, akekho umuntu ebemazi kwa uGogo Manzini kwalowo. Okay, let's end today's episode here, guys. Please do not forget to like the video, to subscribe, to comment, to join my membership, which very soon I will have members only content going in there. Please shop at my shop when it does go up. Hopefully by the time this video goes up, the shop is up as well. And yeah, guys, stay safe from pyramid schemes. See you on the next one. Ciao divas, love you.